TheGoldMighne.
Been in the music game for quite some time now. I say 20 plus years. I'm A&R currently right now with Strong on IMG. Shout out to my brother Freezy, Flow, E-Class, Po Boy, y'all already know. Also, I do life insurance and investments, so anybody out there, I don't care who you get your life insurance through, find you some life insurance, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very important to get that life insurance. You don't want to leave your family with that burden, and anything else related to investments and healthy saving, XYZ, get at me for that too. But financial education is basically, the main focus point, being able to teach the things that's out there and get an education that, we was missing. You feel me? But
right.
Man, hey, just happy to be here, bro, and
Damn right.
20 years in the game. It's just time to start seeing things come to fruition, and...
Hey, if it's one thing that especially people in the music industry need to know and learn is investing, like you said, life insurance, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Most def, man.
You already know, man, like, I met you when I first started working with Trick Daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like
that was back in 05, 06.
Right.
Yeah.
And if we would have known all this shit back then, like, we would have been, like, on some other shit. You
Differently.
Feel me? Like,
for real, man.
I'm on that music shit regardless, but, like...
Right.
The shit that we know now, I wish we would have knew... I wish you would have been talking about this shit all the way back then.
Hey, man, you know what? I wish I had somebody talk to me about it. I did have one homeboy, though, right? My homeboy, 20. He was, like, the only one that ever talked to me about obtaining a license, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And at the time, he was always talking to me about, real estate. Man, FatBoy, man, you could go get your real estate license right now. Mm-hmm. You don't have to go to school for a long time. I just ride around and listen to the course. You know what I'm saying? So basically, as the years progressed and I got to the point in 2019 when I started doing it, all I could think about was 20 back then saying, bro, it's a license you could go get. You could go get certified in this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, man, like, I definitely wish I would have knew more back then or had more people talking about it back then because it would have shaped a better, outlook compared to trying to get to it now in our 30s and...
Facts.
You feel me? Late, almost 40, bro.
Right. I'm still 20, so, like...
Nah.
But, yeah, man, like, when I first met you, I had just got with Trick Daddy, you know what I'm saying? So let's tell the people about that kind of like, I met this man when I was working with Trick Daddy. I was like the head producer over there at Don't Riders. Tell them what you was doing over there.
So back then, man, I was managing, word of mouth managing my little cousin, fella the Don't Riders, you know what I'm saying? And
so y'all blood?
So we cousins by marriage. So his uncle, which is his mom's brother, married my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, blood couldn't have made us no closer. You feel me?
I'm going to be making the beat while you're talking now, definitely. So don't get distracted.
Nah, you might. Hey, so if I just start spitting something, that's the studio vibe in me, man.
Okay,
you feel me? But, yeah, though, man, blood couldn't have made me and fella no more related. You feel me? Like... Man, I had to push fella around in a wheelchair. Fella got hit by a motorcycle. A lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Fella broke both of his legs, broke his arm.
Then?
Back then. He was probably 7, 8 years old.
Nah.
Back then. You know what I'm saying? Like
he got hit by a motorcycle?
Yeah, bro.
What, hit him when he was walking or what?
So...
Or he was on a motorcycle?
So, no. Somebody was driving the motorcycle.
For all y'all that don't know who Fella is the dude on the third verse on Fuck the Other Side I produced, you know what I'm saying, on DJ Khaled album featuring Trick.
Now, everybody like why you do it like that.
Yeah.
Why the hell every day you be in that all black? Fresh pair of J's. Yeah, man, that fella, man. Y'all shout out to Lil Cuz, man. But, yeah, man, Phil got hit by a motorcycle, man. And Phil went through a long phase of cast. Like, Phil used to be in full body cast. You know what I'm saying? Right? So
I ain't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, he was 7, so I probably was 12, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But, he ended up getting better, in XYZ. But, by that time, man, like, they was family all the way, let alone a marriage, you know what I'm saying? We all slept in the same house, and you know what I'm saying? So, That's family, man. We know how that go. But as time went on, fella was like, man, I could rap, cuz. So I'm like, what? Spit something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always the A&R, you feel me, for the family.
Yeah.
My brother, D Nasty, him and Lee Freezy, they was rapping back then, you know what I'm saying? And God bless the dead, fella's uncle, my cousin, I mean, my stepdad, Kenny.
So that boy Freezy was spitting.
Oh, man, hey, bro, I could.
Back when Freezy had the gold.
Hey, had the gold. You know what I'm saying? Had the gold.
Shout out my ninja, Big Freezy.
Yeah, man, Big Bro, man, Big Bro Freezy, man. I'm telling you, the Freezy that they see today and the Freezy from back then, I'm not gonna say they total opposite, but they a big difference, though. You know what I'm saying? Big Bro definitely got a little bit more patience. You know what I'm saying? And man, so back then, bro. I was always listening to everybody who could rap because, like I was saying, my stepdad, he had the DJ set.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when it came to music, like, bro, I used to have to go through records to find a record. You know what I'm saying? Bins of records. You know what I'm saying? Like pulling out the real 45.
I can definitely relate.
Hey, it wasn't all this just click on it and you know what I'm saying?
That's back when I was sampling beats straight from the record player, bitch.
Oh, man. Hey, bro. So we came from a far time, man. But, yeah, so, fella, cuz I could rap. So it'd be like, man, spit it. So, back then, man, fella, mom, his brother, everybody, but the world for the most part was big Tupac fans, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But my auntie Tiny, man, she was a real Tupac fan. Like, when I tell you, real, bro, man, my auntie Tiny would be going through something with his fella mama, you know what I'm saying? And, bruh, when she get to the car to turn on her music, boy, it's something Tupac.
I ain't gonna lie, he always reminded me of Pac. The moment I heard him.
So that's why I'm bringing it up. So
I was there before fella even came on, or Iceberg.
Right.
I was like one of the first Mohicans over there. So I remember Chuck playing me fella for the first time, and I heard his voice. He got one of them voices. You feel me?
It's distinctive. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna stand out. You feel me? So
we got to get that boy on the show too.
Oh, most def, man. Most def. Look, cuz doing good, man. He up there in Georgia holding it down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so when Phil started spitting, now mind you, this like 2003 maybe. I'm gonna say 2004. I'm gonna just say 2004, but it probably was before that. So when he's spitting, it's like, cuz you snapping, but you sound like Tupac. I'm saying it, but I'm hearing him because I know his voice. His voice is really deep like that.
Right.
And then, of course, he influenced by Pac in some kind of way. That's all his, that's what he grew up on. So I understood it, but it was like getting everybody else to feel it, right?
He kind of remind me of a dude that was with Disturbing the Peace, too. I-20 or whatever his name was.
Oh, yeah.
Am I saying his name right?
I think it is. I-20.
It was something like that, but dude had a deep-ass voice,
distinct voices, man. So fella got one of them raspy, deep, distinct voices, you know what I'm saying? And, it was a plus for him, but it was still just getting him out of the rhythm of the Tupacs. You know what I'm saying? Because he from the back blues. And I'm talking about the back blues is still up right now. You know what I'm saying? And
that's Opalaka, right?
That's Opalaka.
Okay, then. For all y'all that don't know, that's Opalaka, baby.
Yeah, the back blues is definitely still up, but I'm not from the back blues, but I understand eras, and the back blues just definitely had eras of people. Fella them grew up in back blues when them dudes was in the back blues. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout out to them dudes. They know who they is. You know what I'm saying? And fella had a story to tell, because he seen it. He seen it every day. They don't take the garbage to the dumpster. They just throw it over the balcony. You know what I'm saying? It was real. So just trying to get him to tell his story and not everybody just hearing that he sound like Pop was a big issue. You know what I'm saying? It was a big issue, but look, cuz kept going. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it at the end of the day. So, that was back then, managing fella, and that's how we ended up, bumping into Trick because of my brother Box. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that's my dog, man.
Yeah,
Shout out my dog, Box, man. I seen Box out there in Duval with Trick.
Yeah. They still kicking. They still kicking.
I miss my dog, man. Shout out my dog, Box, man.
Yeah, man.
That's my second family over there, man.
Yeah.
Them boys raised me, man. I was a jit over there hanging out with Trick and them until the age of 23, 24, yeah.
Right. So yeah, man. So Box was already on the road with, Trick them and, doing shows. And by the time Fella started rapping, Trick was already converging to doing his own label, which was Don't Riders. You know what I'm saying? So Box, now that I'm realizing Fella is, okay, he got something. You know what I'm saying? So now, it's take it to the next level. Hey, big bro, listen. You know what I'm saying? Feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to give him a try over there. Like, he worth a listen. You feel me? So Box was like, man, like, it's crazy because Trick just started his label, Don't Riders, for his brother. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Soup? You already know. So...
Shout out my dog, Soup.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, long story short, man, bruh ended up putting it in Trick ear, and, they called Fella for a meeting. And we already had the game plan on what we was going to present when we got there. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when you talking about recording and getting beats, and you feel me? Like, well, it was a mission getting beats and being able to record them and put them on wax.
Wasn't no YouTube.
Yeah, wasn't no YouTube.
All y'all had was MySpace back in the day. Like, you wasn't fun to just go on YouTube and steal you a free beat.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You had to find you a producer like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, actually get a beat made.
The beat.
Like, there wasn't no stealing beats back then.
Ah, man, it was crazy, man. So, we already had the game plan. So, Phil got there and he did his thing, man. You feel me? Like, he did his thing. And, we ended up meeting after that. And that's why we sitting here today, you know what I'm saying? From back then, just, somebody believing in somebody, and you know what I'm saying? And, you never know how it's going to pay off in the end, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming, bro. We got a lot of history. That's why when I talk to you on the phone, like, bro, we got a lot of shit to talk about.
A lot, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a lot, cause that
we don't need no scripts, none of this shit scripted. We just
vibing.
Talking, you feel
we just
me?
Vibing, man. You know. And Gold Rush had the sick beats back then, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, look at this dude. Like, with he had the braids and stuff back then. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was a little bit more chunkier, just a little bit more chunkier.
Shit, I would hang around with Trick eating Chef Creole and
oh man,
eating KFC and churches every day. I used to get churches every day when I was over there at the Carol City studio.
Yes, man.
Over there eating them biscuits and fried chicken every day.
Yeah, Gold Rush was man, but Gold Rush had them tracks, different tracks, you know what I'm saying? And I remember telling Phil, like, listen, well, we got free studio time, boy. Well, you need to record a hook or something or a verse every day. I don't care what you do. I know it's a lot of people being there, but yo, every time you get a chance, record you something. You know
I seen the hunger in Fella. I seen the hunger in Iceberg when he first came. You know what I'm saying? All of us was hungry.
Everybody was spitting.
I was on my rapping shit. Like, I was just trying to get in anywhere I could. Like I really wanted to be an artist. I always wanted to be like a Kanye. You feel me? An artist.
Right. You didn't want to box yourself in.
A writer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons I started making beats is because I wanted to rap and I needed beats. So, like, that whole time I was fighting to get my way in there as an artist, producer, writer, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's
about.
So
we was just all hungry, man. Like,
man.
I remember was you at the Don't Rider tryouts at Audio Vision? Briscoe was there, I was there, Fella was there, Iceberg. They had a couple other cats there. It was like the Don't Rider tryouts.
I think I was there. I can't vividly remember.
Yeah. I remember
that
that shit though, cause that shit was like some old historic type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I know at the time, like, Trick wanted, he was interested in Briscoe, and Briscoe was interested in being on Dunk Riders.
So I remember that ordeal.
But he was with Po' Boy at the time. I feel like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of a conflict. But yeah, man.
But it was like, man, like, just even dealing with the Don't Rider situation, like, it was a beautiful situation because what T-Double-D attempted to do was make it simple and easy. You know, he made it, simple and easy, and all everybody had to do was follow the script. You know what I'm saying? Because he made it simple and easy. But hey, man, that was a crazy situation. You feel me? Like, definitely a crazy situation, man, because it was a good lineup on that roster. You know what I'm saying? As far as artists, you know, and just the connections that Trick was gonna make, you know, with the group and the connections he did make, it's like, man, that situation was headed to be real big.
I was just talking to Trick the other day after we was, you know what I'm saying, he was doing the cooking show. Like, man, like, bro, we supposed to be big, man. Like, shit was
Big,
on.
big.
We was on our way
It
to
was
some
right there.
crazy
It was
shit.
right there, like
Cash Money, like we done got with Birdman, like that shit was on its way. Lil Wayne was at his prime, at his pinnacle. Just
but
dropped
it was,
a million.
it was different deals on the table though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was different deals on the table. Like, it was right there, Gold Rush.
Yeah.
And that was like the biggest life lesson in it all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you see the inline, you see it right there. It's like, okay. And then it just don't go as planned. It's like, what? How? When? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it just still brings you to a point where, guess what? Got to keep going. As I see you did, my brother.
Right.
You kept going.
Stopping,
You kept
baby.
pushing.
This shit don't stop.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Iceberg definitely kept pushing. Like, man, Iceberg, like, little bro took off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he packaged his product up and he took off. You know what I'm saying? And he really played a big influence in that mixtape world down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to give props because Iceberg was consistent with his mixtapes, bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we already know it's a different era. So back then, it wasn't no just uploading. You feel me?
Right.
It was, nah, man, you putting real projects together and, you know, you eliminating and packaging and, man. So shout out to Iceberg for what he did on, you know, just living it out. The grind didn't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But that situation
definitely
would have been big, bro.
Yeah.
Big, man.
But yeah, you know this shit don't stop, man.
Like, what was one of your, let's say, like, unreleased records when it comes to the Don't Rider records? Because it was a lot of records. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everything, I feel like everything got put out pretty much. I can't remember a record that we did that didn't really get put out. To be honest, like, I know I did a lot of beats though. Like, I had a studio in Pompano. I did a lot of beats that didn't get used as well. But as far as like songs that they actually got on, like I feel like everything pretty much got put out. Like from the It's My Dog Birthday to the Fuck the Other Side to the Shorty Wanna Be to the, you know what I'm saying, Straight Up featuring Young Buck to the Bet That, you know what I mean? Like,
right. See, you on the producer side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, for the artists, like, you know, they had big records and then they had records that had potential, too. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you was flooding with the beats. Like, they was coming, between you and Chronic, where they was flooded with beats. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm thinking
you know
about,
what? The joint that Trick Daddy did with Kanye West. You know, Trick did a joint with Kanye and they never really put the shit out.
I don't think I heard that one.
I think it's because Trick, like, he went too hard on that bitch and Kanye got kind of scared over that shit. Like, I think that's why they ain't put it out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
that's probably the case with a lot of Trick verses.
I think Chronic
Trick
produced
be
that
snapping.
bitch too. It was
Trick
either,
be snapping.
I think it was Chronic or Kanye that produced the shit, but them boys did a song together and it never got released. I was like, damn, like, it was a crazy song too. It was on some different type shit too. Like,
Trick be snapping, man. And
yeah, man. That's
it's a couple verses that
Trick just naturally talented.
Naturally,
man. Like,
man.
Trick, one of the rappers I know that just like, I could never get Trick in the studio. I could never get him to come in the studio and vibe with me. Like, it would always be me in the studio just in there whipping up. I'll be at his spot working, you feel me? He in the living room watching pornos, smoking dirties and shit, playing Madden. I had to go in there and bring the beats and take the porno out and put it in the PlayStation for him. But that boy just naturally talented, man.
It's
Like, Trick got
hey,
a gift, you feel
once
me?
he rolled around to it or he listened to it right quick, man, he just came up with it, man. And, yo, it used to be like, some of Trick verses be like, yo, bro, like, who was you talking about? Because it's nowhere you telling me you just rapping like this and you ain't thinking about somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be thinking about, even if it's Bro, who you think about it? He just be laughing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about that verse he got on the song with Yin Yang,
that boom is on.
Bro, do you hear what he's saying in that verse, dog?
That was a classic.
Do you hear what he's saying in that verse, bro? Ask that why you looking at a nigga like you want to run one with me. I got my big gun with me. I don't feel like duking. I feel like shooting. Man, like what? Who you talking to? I don't like your attitude. You like, bro, he just snapping throughout the whole verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, yo, Trick, who you talking to, man? Who you talking about? Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to get this one to Baby Soldier right here.
Oh yeah, shout out to
kill
Lil
that
Bro.
shit.
Soldier.
So tell the people, like, we've been talking about the past and what we been did. Like, what you doing now? Like, who you working with now? Since speaking of Baby Soldier, you know what I'm saying?
So right now, musically, you know, like I'm really trying to define myself as an A&R for one. You know, like it's so many. When I first became interested in becoming an A&R, like I was still young in the game. You know what I'm saying? So all I thought an A&R was, you know, the niggas who be around and, you know, listen to the music or XYZ. Like I always been a music critic. You know what I'm saying? So now understanding that it's different types of A&Rs. You got the A&Rs that's gonna, you know, take the artists around and, you know, be in the club and, you know what I'm saying, and make sure they setting them up with the DJs, you know what I'm saying? Because A&R is artist repertory, so that's everything dealing with the artist, right? So A&R almost is management when you look at it, you know what I'm saying, in a certain standpoint, right? Mm-hmm. So in order to not burn myself out, you know what I'm saying, again, and like I have done in the past, you know, I had to more so define what I'm good at. So, you know, I feel like, you know, me, myself, I consider myself a studio A&R. So when it comes to artist development, you know, like just putting a game plan together for the artist or trying to find a sound or a tune or even just the ear to say, I think you need to probably say it like this or, you know what I'm saying, XYZ. I think that's my expertise, you know what I'm saying? So for the last 2 years, that's what I've been doing. But as far as artists, you know, I've been working with some great artists, you know, some from the past that's still out there and, you know, definitely some great up-and-coming artists. Right now, you know, Soldier, obviously, you know, from, you know, why he with the situation, he like a totally different kind of artist. You know what I'm saying? Like Soldier and how he come up with his music and, you know, the pain he have and, you know, his concepts behind a lot of his songs, man, is definitely what drove me to him, you know, because it's like he's speaking from a point, you know what I'm saying? But he making you feel it because it's pain. Right. You could tell it's real. It ain't, you know, it ain't exaggerated. Like, I'm really talking about stuff that I seen, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm going through or how I'm trying to escape, you know. So work with Baby Soldier, you know. Right now we got Humble Tay, like, man, young, gifted young man right here out of Pompano. You know what I'm saying? Like, right here out of Pompano, man.
Shout out Deerfield, Pompano, man. Hey, we're going to take a quick little commercial break, and we're going to come right back.
All right, cool.
Keep that in mind. We're gonna come back to that Humble Tay and that Soldier.
Cool.
Yo, I got the riz, I got the drill, I see any jig, got cream like a wig, got cheese like a whiz, you know what it is, I'm on my biz, cause I got the riz, I got the riz, I got the riz, I got the drill, I see any jig, got cream like a wig, got cheese like a whiz, you know what it is, I'm on my biz, cause I got the riz, I got the riz, You ain't gotta ask ya, I gotta gas ya, I got that riz. I'm dripping in soy sauce, bitch, I got a drill.
But tell them we were talking about Tay, you feel me? Like, what's going on with Tay? How you helping out with Tay? Like, how you involved with all that?
Oh yeah, so Humble Tay is one of the artists that signed to the label IMG, you know, and basically, you know, when he got with the label, you know, he was a young man fresh out of high school. You know, he was very obviously talented in music, but he was also talented in sports too because he played football. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just him having to choose which lane he was gonna take was obviously, you know what I'm saying, the stress, you know what I'm saying, and you know he chose music, so you know we just happy, we was glad to help, you know, shout out to T-Dog. So you know basically my role was just helping him.
Yeah, T-Dog did kind of find.
Yeah, T-Dog, man, T-Dog really be in a, you know.
You know, it's crazy. My close homie, that's like his kin. You feel me? So it's
T-Dog.
Nah, Tay.
Oh, Tay.
Yeah, so it's a small world. Like he was telling me about.
His people connected, man, and you know they got heavy roots down here in this, you know, this community down here in Pompano and, you know, Deerfield. So yeah, man, you know, just helping Tay, just, you know, just evolve into what we, you know, see he can be and what he obviously want to be, you know. So just
definitely very talented.
Definitely, man. So just, you know, trying to understand him more as an artist and see, you know, how the label can, you know, help him meet his goals and what he trying to do, you know. So that was my role, you know, just setting studio time, you know what I'm saying, getting them in there, getting them working out, you know, working on this appearance, working on this stage presence, you know what I'm saying, trying to see what's his direction and when it come to brand management. And you know,
I like the record he did with Coley.
Oh man, it was dope, man. Dope.
What's it called?
Pet Cemetery.
Right.
Pet Cemetery, man. Pet Cemetery almost like it, well, it's past 1 million streams on SoundCloud. On SoundCloud, man. Dope. It's a dope record, man. You know what I'm saying? And he a dope artist, like for real. Like,
yeah, I got a chance to work with him right before he got over there with IMG, because you know I fuck with T-Dog.
Right.
Me and T-Dog both from Deerfield, you feel me? Shout out to the field. Dub City in the building.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, he brought him to my crib a couple times and we, you know what I'm saying, we worked. And I was like, okay, this kid got some talent, man.
Yeah, man. Tay definitely special. So he released Pet Cemetery back with Coley P, man, and you know, shot the video. Man, that was a match, you know, to see them, both of them from, you know, Pompano, and you know, they being able to tell the story from both sides, you know what I'm saying? Because Tay, one thing about him, he's humble. His name is Humble Tay.
Right.
You know, and he mean that in so many different ways, you know, because he's not going to try to force an image, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to now when you listening to rap, bro, and you listening to hip-hop, like, these young dudes really out here living, you know what I'm saying? Like, they out here, bro. So, you know, Tay try to stay in his lane, you know, and I respect him for that all the way, but he still talks about what he got to see every day. You feel me? Because he is from Pompano, you know, so even if he ain't personally going through something, you know, he got a homeboy or an uncle or a cousin, you know what I'm saying, that's going through it. So, you know, he's able to tell the story from his perspective and definitely encouraging the youth that, you know, it's still a way out. You know, so I respect him for that, you know, but the man makes good music. Like, he's making real music, you know what I'm saying? And, man, I be amazed when I'm listening to him, like, yo, how old you is again, little bro? Like, you 20, you know, he 20 now. So, like, what, you 20? Man,
I peeped his, like, his recording process, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, he don't write. Like, he get in front of that mic, and he just start playing around with the beat, playing around with melodies, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then
I feel like some of the best artists in the game, they don't write their shit. Like, they you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, when you look at it, it's a lot of artists, like, everybody got their own method of recording, right? But music as a whole is tempo, you know.
And it's a vibe, a feeling.
Right. So, long as you in pocket with the rhythm and the tempo, you could put any words on top of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I done heard artists and writers drop records that they not saying nothing, but you would bop your head to it like you understood every word he just said. You know what I'm saying? So Tay definitely understands that, you know, and, you know, that come from, you know, being around and being able to watch, you know, the other writers and other, you know, artists that's, you know, well off, you know, and he picked up on it and he, you know, he take it, he run with it, and he, you know, he good. And he already talented. He sing, he
you know
rap.
Who else I peep do that? Flow Rider.
Oh, man.
And Gorilla Zoe and K Cutter. Like, I had a chance to work over there with y'all boys for a couple of years, and I was soaking up game. Like, just watching Flow Rider record, Gorilla Zoe, K Cutter, all them boys, none of them boys right. Like even when I was working with Pleasure P, like he don't write none of his shit either. He just go in there and just start playing around with melodies.
And that's what it is. And the words gonna come together.
Right.
You know, the words gonna come together. You just gotta find the flow.
I learned a lot of shit being over there at IMG. Just, you know what I'm saying, over there every day putting in work.
Like that's, you know, that's
shit.
Big ups to, you know what I'm saying, Freeze, and you know, man, like we could even go back to like Jackie O and you know what I'm saying, Rodney and
Briscoe.
Like, because like it's always been music being made over there, regardless of what anybody want to say. Strong Arm, Po' Boy, some hits done came from over there. You know what I'm saying? Hit records, man. You feel me? Hit records, and like a lot of artists has been through them doors.
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you could. The list goes on. It's a lot of hit records that been made over there. So when you got all them different creative minds from the Rick Rosses, Breonna Perry's, Jackie O's, Rodney's, and you know what I'm saying, Carnitos, Ball Greasies, Flow Riders. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these people was recording in the same studios. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like and waiting on each other. And so man, like it was definitely a lot of teamwork and people bouncing off ideas off each other, so everybody understood the system. You know what I'm saying? E-Class definitely put a system in place. You know, had the resources to put a system, and they laid the foundation. So it's there, making hit records and making great music. You know, the formula is there. You know, so it's a lot of artists. You know, like they searching for it, you know, and it's out there for everybody, but it's understanding how it go. Right. You know, like it ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. It's just
y'all always looking for new artists.
Always. We always looking for great talent. You know what I'm saying?
For anybody that's watching my show right now, that's hungry, that really, really want this shit and feel like they got something, where can they holler at you at, or how can they get a part of IMG or possibly get some type of shot or chance?
Oh, most def. So I'm gonna just put a disclaimer out there first. If you about to send me any music that's surrounded with a lot of the stuff that's going on right now as far as being high and murdering and all that stuff, man, listen, please do me a favor.
All that.
Please do me a favor and please just not right now. This ain't the time for it, right? But other than that, man, if you making music, I don't care. Outside of that, what I just said, any other kind of music, man, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's, you know, and changing the atmosphere of what's going on right now, man, you can find me on Instagram, d.hodges42, on Facebook, Duran Improving Hodges, you know, and just hit me up, man. And you can email me too, fatboymp3@gmail.com.
Okay, then.
Yeah, so, man, like, just speaking on that a little bit, bro, like, how do you feel about the music that's trending right now, this trendy music that's out right now?
I like some of it. I don't think like hip hop really has changed too much from like back in the Cash Money No Limit type days, because we was on that type of shit back then too. But I do agree that like it is getting a little monotonous, and I don't like seeing all the killing, all the like. It's too many people sounding the same, doing the same shit, looking the same. You know what I'm saying? And it gets a little depressing sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes,
real,
sometimes, you know, I still rap. I'm still trying to get my shit, you know what I'm still working on doing my rap music, making beats, because I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing it as long as I can, because I'm not going to be 45, 50 years old still trying to make it as a rapper. You feel me? So I'm doing it right now while I'm still youthful, but it does depress me. Like, when I look at what's going on right now and I see all the killing and murdering and all these people like talking about smoking this person, putting that person in the pack,
like disrespectfully,
right? Super disrespectfully.
Like it's just too blatant.
Sometimes, like I be listening, looking like, man, like it be making me want to take a step back and not even want to fuck with this shit, or go like T-Dog on them. You feel me?
Like
sometimes I be wanting to go T-Dog on them. You feel me? Man. Like going the gospel route. And honestly, I see myself kind of going that gospel route.
Man,
in the near future, you feel me?
Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you follow me on Twitter, you get Big Black Dude on Twitter, you can see I tweeted like probably a year ago, and I'm just like, yo, I want to have some kind of involvement in one of the biggest gospel records. You know what I'm saying? To get played again. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way. And that's mainly because of the fact, like, man, like, after a while, like Gold Rush, just think about all the places we done been, all the things we done seen and learned in this game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we at a different level to where, like, really, what are we doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the big question. Like, what are we doing it for? You feel me? Like,
I mean, I do this shit because I love it.
Because you love it, right? But what do you love about it is, like, you know, like...
I love everything about the game, man. From making the beats, to writing the songs, to recording them, to mixing and mastering. You know, I shoot videos now, too. I'm a director now.
Exactly.
So, like, I love that part, too. Like, I love the whole process, from creating the songs, to the beats, to making the songs, mixing them, mastering them, coming up with the ideas, to shooting the videos, editing the videos.
Fun. All of that is fun.
From A to Z.
All of that is fun.
Even A&R and the artwork. Like, I don't make artwork, but, like, I make
just being a hat, right, because you giving a creative input, right? You
like,
know what I'm
with
saying?
my graphic designer, he do all my shit, all my artist shit, because I got my own label, my own artist.
Right.
But I oversee that shit because I got the vision on how I want it. You feel me?
Yeah. So now, man. So now, then it boils down to we doing what we love, and we love what we doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what's the fruit? It's bringing back. You know what I'm saying? Rather it be just for ourselves, but importantly for others. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we turn what we're doing to help spring somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest reward. So when you get older and you start to look at life different, you know what I'm saying? One of the main things that's blatant in my eyes right now is the culture, you know what I'm saying? And like how I can understand how music...
When we talking about age, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 38 right now.
Okay, so just so I can understand your mind
I'm 38
frame and where you at.
But it's like, we could even take age out of it and put time.
Yeah.
Because I've been around the music game since 16. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
how old was you when you found Fella, when we was out there doing our thing?
So that's what I'm telling you. Like, Fella was my cousin first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's family
you
first.
Probably like about 22 around then or something?
Nah, I think in 2004 and 5, so I think I was like 20.
20?
Yeah,
okay.
Like I graduated high school in 03. I was 18, so 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, about to turn 21 maybe, right? Mm-hmm. So, and by that time, like, I was already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had at least a foot in the game back then. You feel me? So I was able to see a lot of things. I was able to be exposed to a lot of things, even though I was young. You feel me? So because of that, as I got older, you start to see certain things like, okay, so yeah, this is, you start to see the industry for the two phases that it is. Right? You have the party, and then you have the people who making the money behind it. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to understand the movements and how everybody moving. Like, okay, the party is, they move this kind of way. The businessmen move this kind of way. Even though we all doing the same thing, but, you know, it's a different movement. Yeah. And for those who understand, they understand. You feel me? So because of that, and because of maturity, and because of being in a situation where you feeling like, yo, my whole life finna change, we got a deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, we on TV, man, we this, and then it don't happen, is another thing that'll help shape your perspective. So it don't necessarily have to be an age, you know what I'm saying? But time and the things that you go through will help shape your perspective later on in the music game.
That's why I'm so damn humble, bro. You know how many times I done been let down, bro? That shit done humbled the fuck out of me, bro. That shit really humbled me, like. And like,
see, in your situation, you a producer, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
everything, like,
you offer a product and a service. You know what I'm saying? Like, so rather you was making a beat or you was engineering or you was dropping a hook, you still was able to, you know, capitalize off of what you brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? Compared to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at it and you look at the totem pole of the industry, you know what I'm saying? I was a do-boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care.
For all y'all that don't know, the producer get 50%.
You feel me?
You know like, the beat maker getting 50% of the pie. Is my vocal still jumping over there? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? The producer always get 50%.
Right. So, it was always ways for, long as you're offering a product, you know what I'm saying, you was able to eat. But when you just talking about just young and just like to be around and, you know what I'm saying, trying to understand the business for what it is, you got to start from the bottom for real, because obviously, like, until certain stuff start happening, you really not needed, or what's really your services. You know what I'm saying? So
trying to get in where you fit in.
I had to get in where I fit in. I was doing security, obviously, for my size. So, thank God I was able to do security when I could. But, man, my mind was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a security guard, you have to watch for everything and for everybody. So the more I watched, the more I learned, and it just made me think different. So it's like, bro, this game is like, it's so many different hustles in this game. Everybody can't be the artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once I realized I wasn't going to be the artist and I don't want to be the artist, it helped me see the other ways to eat. You know what I'm saying? But now you're putting yourself at the mercy of the person or the project or the whatever you're dedicating your time to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So because of, when you say letdowns, like it ain't letdowns of, man, I ain't get the what I supposed to got. Nah, it's the letdown of you realizing you had so much hope that you just knew for a fact this was finna go. You knew for a fact this was the song or this was the artist and this was finna happen, and then it don't happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's the letdown for real, right? So, man, just taking this game for what it is, and because I love it.
For anyone that's interested in possibly becoming an A&R or just interested in what the process of it you know what I'm saying, is in that, like what, how does an A&R get paid? How does an A&R, like, what does an A&R do? For the people that might not know.
All right, cool. So now back to what I was saying earlier, is different types of A&Rs. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what your services are, what you're good at will determine the ways for you to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, for A&R who's, good with the DJs and good at taking the artists to the clubs and getting them, they obviously going to find a way to get paid within that realm. You know what I'm saying? Right? And they might not even have to come to the studio. You feel me? But once the product ready and we ready to push go, okay, we're gonna activate this A&R. You know what I'm saying? Or this person. So it's different ways. In my case, in the studio A&R and any A&R in general, you know what I'm saying, can also, the more you know, the better chances it is for you to, obtain some kind of compensation for what you do.
So there's different ways of you to bring value as an A&R.
Right.
And different A&Rs do different shit.
Everybody do different things. So, you could get compensation from, being the person who created the session for a producer and an artist. You know what I'm saying? So, it's your talk game. You feel me? Is Gold Rush, hey man, I'm finna set you up with Tay. You feel me? And y'all come up with some magic and, whatever the hit situation may be, it'd be like, hey bro, let me get 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Or hey bro, let me get, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you negotiate, right? It's a hustle, so you gotta do that. You could studio time. You feel me? Like, if you obviously are A&R and you, let's say you have a studio that you working out with the artist that you providing your services to, man, book studio time. Find people to book the studio. And as you find people to book the studio, you should get a commission or, you know what I'm saying, something off of that. Helping a producer sell tracks to artists.
Right.
You feel me? Like, hey, Gold Rush, man, I got somebody looking for some tracks. You play the tracks, they buy it, just out of courtesy, It's all kind of different ways, man, but it's, it's how you, how you do your services, how you handle your things, you know what I'm saying? But definitely you gonna put more time in before you start seeing the money of it. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
During that time, you're supposed to gain
I damn sure know that,
knowledge. You're supposed to gain knowledge in this game because there's so many ways to eat in this game. But you could be chasing them, but if you don't really understand it, you're gonna be wasting your time. You're gonna realize you back at square one. You're gonna think you be done found the wave, and you realize, yeah, that's what you had, a wave. Back at square one, back to the grind. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's different ways. It's so many ways to eat in this game.
So I'm on Wikipedia right now. I'm gonna read what Wikipedia say an artist is. I mean, an A&R is.
Okay.
So it says an A&R. It stands, first of all, it stands for artist and repertoire.
Right.
So an A&R is the division of a record label or music publishing company that's responsible for talent scouting and overseeing the artist development of recording artists. That's from singers, instrumentalists, bands, and so on. Songwriters. Every activity involving artists to the point of album release is generally considered under the responsibility of an A&R. So that's a wide range of things, like you said. Like
it's so many different aspects. That's why most A&Rs are managers. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like the ultimate prize for A&R, and this just me looking on the outside. I think the ultimate prize for A&R is getting an artist that actually goes through the system. You know what I'm saying? And it pops. You feel me? Because most A&Rs are managers. You know, however you want to look at it, A&Rs are the managers. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's all on, every situation is different. No situation is the same, you know, because no A&R is the same, no artist is the same, right? But when you in a label and you're more of the label's A&R or free compared to a freelance A&R, you know what I'm saying? You see how I say you're the liaison for the label and the artist. So I have to listen to the artist and what they want, and then know what the label does and what they want. You know what I'm saying? And it's finding that medium. And that's a big process. You know what I'm saying? Because a liaison automatically means you tied in the middle. You feel me? Yeah. And you in the middle of a lot of situations that you really can't control to a certain extent. You feel me? So, man, it's a lot that deals with it.
It's not an easy job.
It's not, man. It's not. But it'll definitely mature you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll definitely, you know, help you to understand patience. And, you know, when we keep talking on not getting your hopes up high. Like, A&Rs really understand not getting your hopes up high. Because A&Rs have seen project budgets and release dates and, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything that comes with building an artist in a project, and it never leave off the shelf like that. You feel me?
Facts.
And guess what? The grind don't stop. You feel me? The grind don't stop, man.
Hey, man, speaking of that, we going to take one more commercial break, and we going to be right back, man. It's the Goldmine. Flesh and bone for motherfucking Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. My ninja. You know I had to have my ninja in the building, man.
All day. Salute, what's going on, y'all? Chilling, man, in the house today, baby.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all do stay tuned. Me and Rush got some magic working on y'all right now. Just wanted to let y'all know you got a nice little collabo coming, and it's out of sight. So real soon.
Go Rush, that thing jiggy though.
Oh yeah, man. You hear that thing?
Jiggy,
we gotta. I'm gonna give you this beat so you can take it with you, man. You gotta get this thing to Baby Soldier.
That thing jiggy.
That's right up his alley right there. So yeah, I want to ask you a question for all the artists and producers out there, right?
What's up, bro?
As an A&R, as you working with Trick Daddy, his artist, with Flow Rider, his artist, IMG Strong Arm, what do you feel like for all them rappers and producers out there? What do they need to be doing, like, as far as trying to make it, basically? Like, do you think TikTok is the key? Do you think having a lot of followers is the key? Do you think having talent is the key? Because me personally, I don't really feel like talent is the key no more. To me, I don't know. You I mean, let them know what you think though. Like,
so first off, we got to understand the age that we live in. The industry is wide open right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with social media, you're able to go viral from your living room. You know what I'm saying? With anything, right? So as an artist, just seeing that is like, why not take advantage of those platforms, right? You know, so one thing you can do is just make sure all your social medias and you know the streaming platforms make sure you list it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you there. Take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to go through the labels no more to do that. You feel me? Like you're able to go and. As long as you got an email address, you could get a account with DistroKid or, you know what I'm saying, anybody. So take advantage of those sites, man. And social media, no matter which one it is, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know, and whatever else they got out there, it's free. You know what I'm saying? That's free promo. So take advantage of that. You know, definitely get your stuff on all platforms. And just have patience. Patience. And when I say have patience, man, understand it's a chance that you can make a beat today and then tomorrow is everywhere. It is a chance, right? But the chances of that chance is we already know. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is dealt their own measure. So develop some patience, man. And patience will take you a long way because you're going to develop a lot of relationships, and that's what it's about. So in the trial of your patience, be consistent. Be consistent every day. If you're a producer, there's no reason why every day you're not making a beat. Every day. You know you need to be doing something, even if it's tuning a beat, something. If you're an artist, every day you need to be dropping a verse, a hook. You need to be listening to something to help grow you as a writer. You know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself to different things, you know? So understand the grind don't stop. Find a way to better yourself in every aspect, and eventually something to pop. Something to pop. You have some artists who turn out to be great writers. You know what I'm saying? They never come out to be an artist, but they great writers, and you never know a lot of records that they wrote. Like, didn't you have Fiend on your show, right?
Yeah, I had Fiend.
Yeah,
on the
man.
show.
Like, man, check Fiend track record. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I met Fiend, working with Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
With Mike Karen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put me and him in the studio together, like, hey, make some records for this artist, that artist.
Exactly.
For all you that don't know, Fiend was also writing
No Limit.
No Limit. He wrote a lot of No Limit records, but he also wrote on Trick Daddy Back by Thug the Man.
Oh, yes,
album.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? As well as myself.
We was in the we was in the studio in Atlanta when he came up there and was working on some of the records. You remember that?
I wasn't in Atlanta when y'all went there.
You didn't go? Oh man, yeah.
They put me in the studio in Miami with Fiend. That's
okay.
That's how I linked up with Fiend. Atlantic Records had put both of Mike Karen.
Yeah,
put
Mike
me
Karen.
and hey, get Gold Rush, get Fiend, put them boys in the studio, had them make some records.
Man, Mike Karen told like a great story, you know, with how the acquisition came with, you know, getting Fiend to be a writer, you know, with his, you know, his company. And him just telling the story of how that happened just opened my mind to so many more things and possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, like, don't box yourself in this game. Don't just say, oh, I'm just going to be a producer. I just want to be the best producer. Like, nah, like, open yourself up to a lot of things, man. Like, be an artist, be a writer. You know what I'm saying? Be a photographer, be a camera guy one day. Like, it's like this industry and this game is fun. Like, why not have fun doing it? Like, pick up any hat that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you never know which one of them hats you're going to pick up and it's really going to fit. You feel me? So I tell every artist, every producer, definitely don't stop at your craft. Work hard at it. Keep grinding on it. Don't stop. But don't box yourself in either, because this game is wide open.
Right.
It's wide open, man.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I came in the game, I wanted to be a rapper, a producer. I never thought I would become a writer. I never thought I would become an engineer. These are things I never thought about doing.
You picked up.
But I became that, you feel me? Like, these are things that I had to become in the process, and that just ended up happening with me working with these different artists, you feel me?
Man, I think that was one of my biggest regrets of all my years in the game, being around. I regret not really sitting behind that board and learning Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Like, I regret that. Like, I know the basics of Pro Tools, but I regret not using that time to at least try to be an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's all about making yourself valuable, man.
Yes, exactly.
When you in this game, The only reason you gonna be around anybody is that you bringing value to the table. Only reason I was around Trick and Atlantic Records, all these people, I made myself valuable.
Exactly.
It's not because I wanted to be a rapper. It's not because I had beats. I made myself valuable.
Got to make yourself valuable, man. And, you know, that takes integrity, you know what I'm saying? And just wanting to see others successful. Because when you're doing it for yourself, trust me, if you in this game and you doing it for yourself, you're destined to fail. You might even reap some success. You might even get rich, but I'm telling you, your end reward is gonna be failure, because this not a game that you could do it by yourself. I don't care how many artists you hear rap it. Oh, I did this. Man, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. It was somebody behind something pushing some kind of button or taking your luggage, or, you know what I'm saying, recording you, making the beat. Somebody helped you. You didn't do this by yourself. Somebody, like, you feel me? So, man, it's understanding that is understand, okay, it's a lot of ways I could bring value. What can I do to bring value? You know what I'm saying? And make whatever my opinion is about what I think is value stick. You feel me? To a point where people want to have you around, you know, when they looking forward to you being around, you know.
Right.
So, man, and the only way to do that is to learn as much as you can. You feel me? Learn as much as you can in this game. As much as you can.
All right, there's so many things that you could do in this game. Like, any of y'all want to get into this music business, there's so many different hustles, so many different lanes and roles that you could play. You could be a producer, you could be a songwriter, you could be an A&R, you can be a rapper, you can be a director.
Look at GM Print, my brother Nito. You know what I'm saying?
Who that is?
Like, so Nito got GM Print. Like, so a lot of artists, when you see their vehicles wrapped, when you see shirts, when you see cutouts, you know what I'm saying? GM Print, that's Nito. You know, he down there in Miami.
Okay.
You know, and just seeing how Nito was able to take what he was offered in the game. Like, E-Class was ready to print some shirts, you know what I'm saying? He got tired of dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the people that he was going through to print the shirts. And you know, when you got money, you start thinking, man, E-Class, man, I want to buy the stuff that, you know what I'm saying? He bought the stuff. Nito took the time to learn it. You know what I'm saying? And from that opportunity, he was able to start his own brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but just imagine if Nito was stuck on he want to be the artist, or he gonna be the next to blow, or you know what I'm saying? You never know where it's gonna come from, man. Right? And one of my situations I could, you know what I'm saying, because I'm thankful for is, you know, Freezy and Flo blessed me to be able to serve as executive director for their charity. You know what I'm saying? And doing that totally switched my mindset from music. Totally, right? Because we got the FYFL, man. Shout out to the FYFL, the biggest youth football league down here. And, man, period, we the best ever did it, man. You know, when it comes to the experience that these kids have, they know we the best ever did it. From the uniforms to the trophies to the rings, you know, to the competition, you know, and to the tools that we trying to instill into the kids to carry them on further and out the field. Y'all know FYFL the best that ever do it. Just had to get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? 10 years. This is year 10. We started that in 2012. But anyway, just serving as executive director for that opened my eyes something totally away from music. You know what I'm saying? For one, just being able to see what the benefits of music was able to produce, you know what I'm saying? Because Flo and Freezy, when it comes to charity, man, them boys unselfishly, you know what I'm saying, unselfishly giving back to the kids and finding different ways to, you know, stay in the community and stay active, right? So when we started the football league, bro, just seeing these young men and these young ladies grow up right in your face, like they was just 8 years old, and next year you seen them, they 9, and you just get so used to seeing them on the park and scoring touchdowns or making blocks, making tackles, or doing cheers, jumping. Then you blink your eyes and it's like, oh, snap. Oh, that's such and such who, you know, working here now, you know what I'm saying? Or they going to school to do this, and it's like, wow, time going like that. You feel me? So, man, just being around that just opened my eyes to a whole nother atmosphere, which, you know what I'm saying, bred a whole nother thought process, which is what influenced me to keep going with the life insurance and the investments. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I have my license, but I really did it for them. You know what I'm saying? To show them, like, listen, yo, it's other things that's out here that yeah, you might not excel in sports, you know what I'm saying? Or you might not even go to school. You might not even go to college, but man, there's other licenses and things that you could get that's right here at your fingertips, and you able to kind of make the same income that you really chasing, you know what I'm saying, trying to become that star player or that, you know, that top person. Like, man, if you just put your mind to work, you feel me? You could do it, you know. So just showing them that, man, like that could happen. You know, that was one of my main focuses of getting my license, man, because like I said, we started this league in 2012. Here it is, 2022. So we obviously have kids that was 10 years old back in 2012, they're 22 years old now, you know, so just being able to show them something different, like what they could do, you know, become a realtor, become a loan signing agent, you know, become a travel agent, become a life insurance agent, an investment agent, you know what I'm saying, teach about business credit, you know, like it's other avenues out there. And, you know, like we said earlier, bro, what if somebody was teaching us this back then?
Right.
You feel me? What if they were teaching us this back then? So, you know, just being able to be open to opportunities can lead to more opportunities. So I took music as the opportunity I just knew was going to pay off. You know what I'm saying? But everything within music led to more things. You know what I'm saying? That, okay, it might not come from music, but because of music, I have this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because of music, I have this understanding. So, man, don't limit yourself in nothing in this game. Try everything, because it's out there. It's out there.
Facts. Man, I'm finna play some of this beat real quick, man. This shit
most deaf.
seem like this bitch a rap right here, man.
That thing... I wish y'all could hear this, like, here. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's doing no justice coming through these microphones, man. You can feel the acoustics in the room right now, like, for real. Yeah.
I know Soldier can kill that. That's right up Soldier Alley right there.
Sir. Yeah.
That boy FatBoy about to bust a verse on there.
I might play with it. Okay. No, I might stick with it.
Hey.
In this game for so long, why quit it?
Okay.
I did it. Busting on the beat like a pro. And I don't trust now. Yo.
Pussy hole.
You know? Hey, man.
From the 305 to the 954.
Yes, sir. Spit something, Gold.
Hey, I'm finna give you this beat too, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking it with me.
I'm gonna send you home with some homework, man.
What you want me to do? Give it to me. Let me see if I can complete the task.
On this beat, man. I need Baby Soulja on this beat.
Okay.
And I need Soulja on the show. We need to get Soulja on the show, baby.
I can see if I can complete that task then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I need to get Soulja on the show. I need to get Humble Tay on the show, at least on the mic performance.
Okay.
You feel me? Because you know, we got the mic performance for all you artists, up and coming artists wanna get down
Tay full steam in the grind. Like, he just released one of his biggest records today. But guess what Tay at right now?
Where you at?
In the studio trying to find the next one, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, Humble Tay, man. So he definitely would have been here tonight, man. But we got some, you know, dope producers and writers.
Hey, for all you artists out there
right now.
For all you artists out there watching this show, if y'all want to come be on the mic performance, definitely need to hit me up. You can email me at TheGoldMighne@gmail.com. That's mine with a MIGHNE, TheGoldMighne@gmail.com. You never know who might be watching you performing on this show. You know what I'm saying? We got some heavy hitters on this show. But like I said, you never know who might see that shit. You never know where it might take you. You feel me? So hit your boy up.
Most def.
Yeah, we gonna wrap this show up, man. We've been going for about an hour now. You know, we can go on for another 2 hours.
Hey, man.
All the shit we done been through.
So much, bro. So much.
All the history we got. But you know I had to have you come on the show.
Definitely, bro. And I appreciate
my
you, bro.
brother, my dog. Let them know where to follow you at before you leave up out of here. Let them know where to follow you. Tell them about anything they need to know about Humble Tay new single, anything like that. Like,
most definitely. Hey, so make sure y'all download, y'all go check out Humble Tay new single, Lights Gone, featuring Go Gotti. You know what I'm saying? That just dropped today, man. Y'all go check that out. Dope vibes. If you're looking to follow me, you can follow me on IG, d.hodges42 on IG. On Facebook is Deron Improving Hodges, DERAN Improving Hodges. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always trying to find a way to be better, right? And man, email me dhodges4241 at outlook.com if you need any information on life insurance, if you need any information on a financial game plan when it comes to saving money for retirement, whether it's education, whether you're just trying to get into mutual funds and learn more about them, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of education dealing with anything savings or life insurance wise, email me dhodges4241 at outlook.com. And you know, hey, we here, Gold Rush.
You already know, man. Hey, all y'all can follow me. All y'all can follow me at Raiden Rush on Instagram. That's RAIDENRUSH. My YouTube is the same. I just dropped a new video called Whoop De Whoop, featuring my dog Wobby Spitter, Whoop De Whoop. You know what I mean?
Whoop.
Video out right now. I got my dog Tippy Toe in that thing. I just dropped another single called Late Night. Everything's on the Gold Rush. There's Gold Rush with a $. You feel me? And don't forget the $. Gold $. All y'all go get them new songs to the moon, man. I'm dropping back to back on them. You feel me? If any of y'all need beats, mixing, mastering, videos, you can hit me up on any of them platforms. DM me, or you can email me at TheGoldMighne@gmail.com. You can email me at goldlaborrecords@gmail.com. Wherever you want to hit me at, you know what I'm saying, you can hit me up, you feel me? But hey, I got my artist, She Know She Bad, man, straight out of Duval, Florida, in the building, man. She about to hit this mic, you know what I'm saying? She got a new song called Gimme That. It's out right now. All y'all check out the video.
Y'all go get that, man.
Check out, man. It's going down.
Oh, you already know.
She Know She Bad.
Hey, I'm tuned in. I'm ready. I'm tuned in. I'm finna sit back and watch.
TheGoldMighne.
Let's get it.
Drop my ass and smack my booty. Give it to me rough when you give it to me. Put the pussy up like this show coochie. I don't make love, bitch. I make movies. Oh, give me that. 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 Make that booty go jiggle. Make that booty go wiggle. Give me that. 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 Fall up in the spot, only came for two things. First, I want the money, then nigga give me good brain. Heard you that nigga, you the leader of the dope game. Big shot caller like Tony Montana. Big dick nigga like to sweat me like you Santa. The way I like to fuck, the average nigga can't handle. Get high and get drunk, with the munching on his coochie. Why I gave it to him? Now he acting like a group. Hoes spreading rumors, trying to tell him I'm a hoe. He ain't even give a fuck, he told that bitch that's my hoe. I high bitch, he ain't work a buy hoe. Sex outside in the dark, it's a night show. Don't gotta be rich, but I don't like broke shit. 9 to 5, sell dope, better yet, hit a lick. Dry coochie hoes make niggas use spit. Niggas need me, water splash on the dick. Tsunami on the dick, drip drop when he hit. With my titty on his lip, giving real tight grip. The boys on my trail, they don't care that I got a nigga. Focus on my ass, cause they looking at the bigger picture. Say they homeboys, but the shit look fake to me. Pussy get involved, he gon' fold with a loyalty. Ass price high, so my pussy is too. Ain't gonna rap for no nigga, I just tell him ring do. My ass and smack my booty. Give it to me rough when you give it to me. Put the pussy up like this show coochie. I don't make love, bitch, I make movies. Oh, give me that. 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 Make that booty go jiggle. Make that booty go wiggle. Give me that. 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 Big boy with it, yeah, gotta be 10-inch. Make the hoes fight, ooh, Lord, this incident. Hands in the air when I make this ass wiggle. Look back at it, make sure this thing jiggle. Drop it in the squat, make the kid go tick-tock. Tick-tick-tick, rolling around like a clock. Yes, daddy ass, give it to me, don't stop. Kitty get the bustin' like I'm shooting at a op. Bitches walk around putting stomach in they butt. You paid all that money, still dog you like a mutt. Hoes get mad when you tell they ass the truth. I don't give a fuck, pussy ass hoe, who is you? I'm that bitch, she know she bad. Come around, yo nigga, and I'ma take his ass. Crime about a nigga, who you going outside? He want a little bitch, bow leg, fat ass. Little sporty ass bitch, make a fuck nigga bad. Deal with my demons when I ride a nigga dick. His mouth wide open and he moaning like a bitch. Never had a bad ass bitch like this. He had other hoes, just a whole lot of quantity. Now he met me, I'm the one with the quality. That's why he hit the coochie raw skeeting all on top of me. Pussy too good, he could never get tired of me. My ass and smack my booty. Give it to me rough when you give it to me. Put the pussy up like this show coochie. I don't make love, bitch, I make movies. Oh, give me that. 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 Make that booty go jiggle. Make that booty go wiggle. Give me that. 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 Give me that.
The Gold Mine.